It was difficult. They made life very hard for us. Hard to get first innings runs, which is something that we obviously try and pride ourselves on and something we're working hard towards. But they made life very tough, and they outplayed us in their conditions. So, we've got to give a lot of credit to the Indians. They came back hard after that first test, and we expected them to, but they came back very hard. And like I said, certainly this last test outplayed us.
In order to sort of enhance their test careers?
I think so. It's not... When you're sort of heading somewhere, there's always going to be a few bumps in the road. And I think the experience that they'll gain from this will be really valuable down the line. I think, the fact that when they do get on flat wickets, I'm hoping it makes them really greedy to score runs and go on and score those, big individual runs, but big partnerships as well, and help us to get those big first innings runs. It's going to hurt for a while, and obviously they'll be reflecting. There'll be some talking going on between the players and with the various coaches, but hopefully they'll pull the positives out of it and learn from them, and then that will make them stronger moving forward.
Seam attack?
I think hindsight's wonderful. If you'd have asked me in the first innings, I was grateful for the extra batsman, and then obviously when we bowled, you'd have been grateful for an extra bowler. So it was a rock and a hard spot, that one, really. Again, we watched them prepare the wicket. They prepared it very similar to they did, the previous one. That span a lot, and we expected it to spin more than it did. Hence the combination we went in with. And equally, if you look, India only played 2 seamers as well. So hindsight's wonderful, isn't it?
Series in Australia coming up. Will it alter anything?
It won't alter, our outlook on what we're trying to achieve now. Again, it'll just go down to an experience and help galvanise the side, really. We've got some very fine young players in that side. Crawley's, your Sibley's, your Pope, obviously Lawrence, who's come in. And I think the experience and seeing these conditions and, playing in different parts of the world will, in the long run, do them a world of good. We could see them reap rewards 2 years down the line. Hopefully we see them reap rewards in Australia and help us win the Ashes there. But I think the experience, although it will hurt, none of us like losing a series or anything like that. But I think we will reap rewards down the line of the experience I've picked up. And the next time I come onto these sort of wickets, then the sort of forearmed, really.
Thanks, Chris. Thank you, Mo.
What's happening with Jofra Archer? He played the first test. He missed the second one because of an elbow injury. He's obviously had problems in that area of his body before. He came back and bowled just 5 overs in the third test, and then the same injury sees him miss out again. So, should supporters be concerned about his hardiness for Test cricket?
I wouldn't say concerned, no. Obviously, his elbow did flare up a little bit. The medical staff are managing that at the moment, and obviously we'll monitor his progress. And the medical staff are talking about how we deal with this long term.
Is it because obviously when he bowls, there is a degree of hyperextension with his elbow there. So could it become an issue where he's going to be limited in how many overs he can bowl? Or
it's not something that I'd really go out there and predict. But we'll find out in the course of time, that won't it? But I think the important thing certainly for me at the moment, is making sure that Jofra gets, again, every resource around him that we can provide to make sure that he does have a long and successful Test career. No one took this series lightly, I can promise you that. Absolutely not. We came here wanting to win this, and we went hard in that first test and won it. And then India came back hard in the last 3 tests. And it's a very difficult place to come here and win, as we've seen time and time again. History tells us that. Not just for England, but for other countries as well. But don't for 1 minute think that we didn't take we took this series lightly, because we didn't. We wanted to come here and win. But we knew it was going to be tough.